Get him, boy!
Who is this guy? Is this supposed to be Shao Kahn? Let me tell you something about this chump. This guy is supposed to be the military commander of Outworld, the leader of wars. He carries around a steel slab of an axe, which sounds very, very cool when he drags it around. He's the final boss for Raiden to face after he apparently defeated Kotal, Motaro, and Shiva, who are all big, intimidating creatures. Shao Kahn here is supposed to be superior to these creatures. So when you're writing the story, you have to be aware that you're setting up huge expectations for Shao Kahn. And for Raiden, you're setting up an unbelievable, unrealistic expectation. Because he's a farm boy who trained for a bit with Liu Kang and the Shaolin. And he goes on to defeat the highest ranking leader of warriors whose job it is to fight wars. He's always going to be in fights to the death. Shao Kahn should be able to fight multiple opponents at once, not just one. Can you imagine this beast of a guy? He's in the middle of a battle on the battlefield, and he's surrounded on all sides by 6 enemies, let's say, all out for his blood. You can easily imagine him dragging that heavy steel slab of an axe and chopping 3 of them with one slice, as if the first 2 who got sliced weren't even standing in the way. And you can easily imagine him crushing the remaining 3 to death with his brute strength, and then going on to fight even more and more until the battle is over. He's probably had thousands of years of experience in war and literal mortal combat. So the huge expectation of Shao Kahn is set here in this story, and then the wind is taken out of his glory when he's dropped in a sparring match by a farm boy who only trained for a bit. Even if Raiden trained for 50 years, it wouldn't equal the thousands of years of Shao Kahn's bloody and brutal experience. You can already see and understand that this is disrespectful to us as the audience, to present this illogical narrative. Are we children or something, being told any old story and we just have to believe it? It's ridiculous. I know it's fiction, but this illogical pattern of a story, it's absolutely ridiculous and pathetic. A disgraceful setup and fall of a character. Remember in one of my earlier videos where I mentioned that Reptile, instead of being a man and trying to get the prisoners back in the cage, he drops to his knees like a defeated, pathetic worm and sobs for his misfortunes. This weak and pathetic person fights and overcomes the final boss of the Mortal Kombat tournament. What the hell? How does this make any sense in any way whatsoever? How can it be explained? I can conclude from this that Reptile is superior to the Outworld army and its highest ranking military commanding leader. This pathetic groveling worm is superior to Motaro. Can you believe it? Why? Why set up such big expectations and then conclude them in such an illogical way? Reptile should be the Lizard King of Outworld. Do you think it's safe to say that Shao Kahn can beat Shang Tsung? This guy versus this guy. It sounds perfectly logical that a military commander of such high caliber can defeat a sorcerer who's been trained for a short time and got a bit better at his sorcery. Right? Right? Well, Reptile can beat Shao Kahn. So why is Reptile being enslaved by Shang Tsung? He could easily beat Shang Tsung and end his troubles.
But Napper, Shang Tsung has Reptile's family held hostage. He's going to kill them if Reptile doesn't do what he says. See? It's logical.
But if Reptile crushes Shang Tsung, then Shang Tsung won't be alive to kill his family. Great world you created, Liu Kang, you dirty little rat. Pussyfying the whole world, and only people who are proud enough to be manly, you put them down. I'm gonna kill you one day, you insufferable cockroach. I'm gonna stamp on you when you crawl out of the cracks and grind my boot along the ground to spread your filthy carcass like butter, you dirty scum. Death to Liu Kang. I hate him so much. You don't understand the tremendous rage I carry inside for this evil coward.
Napper, does that mean he's not your favorite character anymore?
No! I hate him! Let's talk about this traitor Shiraira, you dog. Why did you make Kuai Liang a scorpion? No! Hanzo Hasashi is Scorpion. Kuai Liang is Tundra. Kuai Liang should have been the second Sub-Zero. Tundra!
But Napper, are you stupid? How can there be two Sub-Zeros in the same game?
Let me tell you, since you're mentally weak. Make one Sub-Zero moveset and allow us to change the skin for each Sub-Zero so that we can choose to be Bi-Han or Kuai Liang. Or better yet, we're giving you money, NetherRealm Studios. Put some effort in and make two different Sub-Zeros that fight differently and are both complete characters, not as one Sub-Zero split into two halves of a full Sub-Zero. But you went ahead and made this fool a fire wielder. Sub-Zero is a cryomancer. Hanzo Hasashi was a specter, formed in the raging fires of hell. How is Kuai Liang wielding fire? Is he a pyromancer? Have you thrown away Sub-Zero's history, where he discovered his ancient people in a tomb? The race of the cryomancers. Rain even asks Bi-Han that how long has his clan been practicing cryomancy? And Sub-Zero responds affirmatively by saying that they've practiced it since they settled in Arctica. I don't know about you, but this shows to me that Sub-Zero's clan is a clan that practices cryomancy. So where did this fool come along from with his fire powers? Is he like Liu Kang in the old times where Liu Kang had power over fire? So anyway, Bi-Han is the Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei. I like Bi-Han. If I'm following the Grandmaster on an expedition with a team of Lin Kuei and he tells me to do something, my immediate response will be, "Yes, Grandmaster," and then me and the other Lin Kuei would rush to carry out his orders. An ideal Lin Kuei clan of unity and solidarity. However, he's having to be followed around by these two dissenters. A fireman who does fire tricks and a strong independent woman named Smoke. At the start of the Grandmaster's chapter, he's insulted by having to stand around and wait for Liu Kang to finish his appointment, and then Liu Kang sends these two squires to tell Sub-Zero that he's free now, instead of honoring the Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei by coming out himself to greet him. Prick. If this was Sindel who came to see him, Liu Kang would lie down on the floor like a dog and let Sindel use him as a carpet. I swear I hate Liu Kang so much. I wish I could summon him in real life somehow and actually kill him. I hate him. The Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei is also a busy man. He has stuff to do as well, not just sit around and wait for you, you dirty scum. Look at this, right? You see this little wretch here? He has the nerve to talk back to the Grandmaster by saying, "If Father were here, he would have told us to wait without protest." Shut your ass up, you $50 women's haircut wearing prick. Have some self-respect and get a real haircut before you bother talking to the Grandmaster. It's bad enough that such a cool character has to be followed around by your dumbass. Keep your mouth shut. You're not even Lin Kuei. You were trash thrown away and someone decided to be nice and take you in. Don't talk to the Grandmaster like that.
But now he is gone, and I am Grandmaster.
That's right. He is Grandmaster. You do what he says now. Shut your dumb ass up, you femboy. You're lucky to even still be in the Lin Kuei.
His teachings did not pass with him. They should still guide us.
Guide us, yes. Shackle us, no.
His teaching did not pass with him. They should still guide us.
Guide us, yes. Shackle us, no. Exactly. Exactly as the Grandmaster said it. Be free men doing good work proudly. Real men aren't shackled by anyone. Real men are free to make their own decisions.
We can't abandon tradition.
We can't abandon tradition.
How dare you speak to the Grandmaster in that tone, you smoky salmon femboy. Look at his face and his stupid haircut. I swear, if I were there, I would have slapped the shit out of his face for showing such disrespect. When you have a leader of a clan, you shut your damn mouth and do what he says. Rules change as time goes on. Let me at him. I want to rip his face off and make an example of him.
Mind your place, Tomas.
That's right. Mind your place, dumbass.
Father may have taken you in, made you one of us, but your blood will never be Lin Kuei.
You tell him, Grandmaster. Smack the dirty look off his face with your piercing words. That shut you up, didn't it, dickhead? Look at his face. That actually hurt his feelings. Good! Next time keep your dumbass opinions to yourself, pussy. Look at this femboy. He's gone quiet now. The Grandmaster assesses the enemy and says a few words about glory, because he's happy and proud that he can finally go out and fight like a true and proud Lin Kuei. But he can't get any of his words out without these two dogs disagreeing with him at every step. It makes me so angry. Just shut up and follow Sub-Zero to glory, you wimps. Shut up. Brother, I cannot stand this smoky salmon's tone of voice. I just wish I could smack him once. I almost hate him as much as I hate Liu Kang. Shut up. Just shut up and follow orders. A man like you with a haircut like you doesn't get a say in anything. So shut up and try to earn some respect by actually fighting for some glory. Have some self-respect, you trolls. Go out and get some glory for your clan. There's nothing wrong with having some glory. I found this part funny when dumbass gets knocked out of the air by Nitara, and he's falling to his doom, but manages to catch himself. And Sub-Zero looks over the edge to see what happened to dumbass, and he kicks a big brick over the edge which almost hits him. It would have been so good if it hit him. That it would have been funny. I would have died laughing if that happened. That just would have made my day. You can see Sub-Zero doesn't want this smoky bacon in his clan. I don't want him either. I hope he gets killed. At least a good thing in this story is that Sub-Zero is actually strong and beats the likes of Ermac. I'm glad that Sub-Zero doesn't just have a cool demeanor, but he can also back it up by kicking ass like a Lin Kuei warrior. I'm glad that the Lin Kuei actually means something. It's like it's synonymous with strength and skill like no other. And I'm surprised that this sentiment, if that's the right word, is captured well in this story. Being Lin Kuei means being very strong and having tremendous skill. I don't know how NRS got this right in the cowardly world of Liu Kang, but I'm glad at least one thing is good. Look here. When Sub-Zero and Yellow Sub-Zero are captured and held, Shang Tsung makes Bi-Han an offer. Sub-Zero thinks about it. Kuai Liang should have kept his mouth shut here. An offer is being presented to the Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei, and he's thinking about it. But Kuai Liang decides to step out of line and disrespect the Grandmaster by doing the thinking for him, and goes and tells him what to do. How many times should I tell you to shut your damn mouth and show some respect? Let the Grandmaster decide and make the decisions. Wait until after he's made his decisions, then show your concern. Don't disrespect him beforehand by speaking for him in front of your enemies. You're showing the enemies that your clan doesn't respect the Grandmaster. Quiet. Shang Tsung respects Sub-Zero more than these two punks that followed him. And Sub-Zero goes and accepts Shang Tsung's offer. No problem there. The Grandmaster is a free man, and he's made a decision. I'm 100% behind him. I'm in the party of wanting to free the world from Liu Kang's unjust grip. Liu Kang doesn't let people be themselves. He shackles everyone, and this is unjust. Liu Kang must be put down. Kuai Liang, written as a false show of noble righteousness, turns on his brother, who keeps giving him chance after chance, when Sub-Zero actually made the right decision. So Yellow Sub-Zero, with his hot yellow ice, goes and fights against his brother, and when he does, he says the most ridiculous, crazy line that I've ever heard in my life. Listen to it yourself. Sub-Zero asks Smoky Bacon and Yellow Sub-Zero that do their oaths mean nothing. Look what Kuai Liang says in response.
Do your oaths mean nothing? It's your duty to obey my will.
Not when it betrays Lin Kuei principles.
Excuse me? Are you being serious? No one's betrayed the Lin Kuei principles more than you have.
You pervert all that it means to be Lin Kuei.
You yellow belly Shirai Ryu fire-wielding dog. You are literally dressed up as the Lin Kuei's rival clan, you Scorpion fanboy.
But Napper...
Shut up! I know what I'm saying, and I'm still going with it! Shut up! Yellow Sub-Zero should have been Tundra. You've done Hanzo Hasashi fans a disservice here. You can't just replace people and swap them around however you like. You even got Kuai Liang in a relationship with Hanzo Hasashi's wife. How much do you want to spit on our fan favorite ninja Hell Spectre? We need a new revenge story where Hanzo Hasashi finds out what Liu Punk has done with his wife, passing her off to his rival, and Hanzo goes on a quest to put Liu Kang down.